So I just picked up Fallout 76 here, and I'm just playing through it. I'm just mainly exploring right now. Me and a buddy of mine are going to be playing, but he's already way ahead of me in level, so figured I'd pick it up, check it out, kind of explore around the map. And I was exploring, and I came across a church. I'd fought off a horde of ghouls, and I thought, oh good, you know, a church. I'm from the South. Churches are a symbol of hope, peace, love, care, all that good shit. So I was like, what could be so bad in a church? Well, if you go down, you're gonna come across this symbol. Up on the hill, you're gonna see a. I get into what's inside said church. Looks peaceful enough. I mean, it's a fucking church, so who cares? So when I come in, I had to kill a super mutant, and I noticed this altar, statue, whatever you want to call it. And I noticed very quickly that the pre-war inhabitants that were here got like this death complex. They probably knew the bombs were coming. They didn't want to, you know, live through the apocalypse. Whatever. I'm not focused on them drinking fucking rat poison over here. I don't really care about that. What I care about is this monument right here. These various twisted altars, and then the one here upstairs. There's one upstairs as well. And what I thought was weird about this is, if you've ever, which I highly recommend if you're a fan of Nordic culture, there's a movie called The Ritual on Netflix, and it talks, and it's about these four guys. They go hiking through Sweden, I believe, on a place called the King's Trail, and they start getting stalked by a beast, and you know, whatever. In that movie, they take shelter in a house, and in the house is an altar similar to this one. So I just wanted to make a quick video about this because I've been reading a lot of Nordic culture lately, and if you've watched that movie, you're no doubt confused, just as confused as me until I read up on it. They kind of, in the movie, the creature's never given a name or what the fuck it is. It closely resembles a creature called Modor, which in Old English and Old Nordic means mother. And if you've read any Lovecraft books, there's a creature called Shubb-Niggurath, or Niggurath, excuse me, Shubb-Niggurath, and it's essentially a goat that bears 1,000 young, has 8 legs. It's a fucking disgusting creature. So the creature in the movie kind of resembles Lovecraft's take on whatever. I could spend the next 3 hours talking about Lovecraft's amazing mind and how he's considered the father of all modern horror, but I'll not get into that. So this creature in this movie kind of resembles that, and you kind of see like a theme with Fallout games. I don't know who at Bethesda does it, but I gotta give them a round of applause, because in Fallout 3 you had a building called I think it was just called the Dunwich Building. Yeah, the Dunwich Building. And there's a strange obelisk in there, and that obelisk, connects into a part of the Point Lookout DLC where you take the Krivbekna to a man named Odiah Blackhall. He's connected into the Dunwiches of the pre-war era. Or you can take it to this obelisk and destroy it, and then you get Fallout 4, and you have the Dunwich Borers, which the Dunwich family was digging to something, and if you explore that area, then you'll find a giant face at the bottom of a hole with a weapon called Krimba's Tooth. And I can't remember the Lovecraft story off the top of my head, but there's a Lovecraft story where a man finds a elbow of a giant titan in his cellar, and he's trying to dig up this fucking titan. So you start to see things kind of closely resemble a lot of Lovecraft stories. So when I see this, and knowing that I've just watched a movie about a Nordic monster, it's pretty fucking weird. And another reason why I get into the Nordic side of things is because the creature in the movie is huge. It's a giant. And giant in the Nordic myths are called Jotun. And the creature kind of resembles a deer, kind of looks like a reindeer kind of thing. And it looks like it could be ridden, but it'd have to be ridden by a god, essentially. So, this creature, since it's so messed up and so disgusting, and it is in fact a Jotun, then that would lead you to believe that the creature is a child of Loki, because Loki is half giant, half ice giant. And throughout the whole movie, they're sacrificing, you know, creatures and people to Moder, and what Moder does with the bodies, what the creature gets from that, I don't fucking know. But you sacrifice to Moder, or you're sacrificing to someone greater than Moder, which would be Odin, the Allfather, the Hang God, whatever you want to call him. So you can really dig deep into references like this, because you see you know, stuff like this, you know, Lovecraftian themes sprinkled all throughout the Fallout games. So it's just interesting to see, you know, the resemblances here, and it's very fucking creepy. If you wanted to look at it, one of the children of Loki is called Sleipnir, and it's, you know, it's a huge fucking monster, and it's disgusting. Or, you know, it could be something of the old world that people have just forgotten. Either way, fucking weird. It creeped me the fuck out, but I thought it was kind of interesting. It's nice to see people putting themes and putting little stuff like this into fucking games. And of course, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Probably am. Don't really give a shit. But yeah, it's just kind of cool to see things like this, you know. So yeah, there you go. This creepy ass church that has an altar to a Nordic god in it, and a bunch of dead motherfuckers. So yeah, that's all for this one. I just wanted to point that out. If you haven't got Fallout 76 yet, I haven't had it long enough to make a good judgment about it. So, you know, stand by for else interesting in my travels. I'll definitely make a little video about it. But yeah, is it Nordic? Is it Lovecraftian? I don't know. You read up on it and you decide what it is. So until next time, see ya.